Hi guys! Okay, so I know it's been like over 2 months since I made a video, but I forget who it was, but someone commented that I should make an update video um, once I get back, and I wanted to do that like within like the first month I had gotten back, but I wanted to wait till my transcripts got back. Long story short, a lot of things happened, but I finally got them back, and long story short, yes, my hair's cut. I cut it this short every now and then, but anyways. Um, so I wanted to make like a tips and advice and an update on my life video to like some things I've thought about since getting back that I would advise to people. Um, and I don't know, just like my overall feelings of the trip. And so yeah, I have some time today, and my transcripts finally got entered into my account yesterday. And so I will just get right to it. I have my laptop down here, so I'm looking at that. That's why there's like probably a weird glow on me, and my glasses are probably reflecting it. And I don't know how long this video may take. And if I forget anything, I'll put it in annotations. But I think this will cover mostly everything else that I need to say about KCP International and the trip and going and studying abroad. First, let's say that Happy Back to the Future Day. And so, and fair warning, your experience may be different than mine, and I don't know if KCP changes things up each semester. I'm assuming probably from short-term summer to average semester length. Some things are probably different. I don't think the field trips are the same for everything, but relatively these are just kind of like broad advice, so it's not like specifics. So I think it'll be alright. Alright, so pre-departure, before you go, if you're going to KCP, you filled out an application, and those are a couple of pages long. There's like 8 different separate documents, maybe a little more than that. And you have to like go get a doctor's checkup and stuff, and that you're healthy enough to go. What your housing arrangement specifically is, and stuff like that, and meal plan adjustment things, and all of that stuff. So you fill that out and you send it. I think it's snail mail, so it's normal mail. So it takes it a while to get there. They don't like internet mail things there. But anyway, so do that. You can send them in parts if you don't get them all completed. I know some things like your airplane form needs to be sent different later, but like if your doctor, my doctor kept having to reschedule, and I had to do that at a later date, so I had to send that separately so they could get everything else first. So that's fine. They understand that, and they take that into consideration. So if you need to do that, that's fine. Don't freak out. Just let your KCP advisor person know that this is what's going on. Is this okay? And they'll probably say yes. So yeah, get that all filled out. Check with your college, like once you get accepted, well, probably before you get accepted, you should make sure that these kinds of credits, their grade system will correspond with your home school, home university, and they'll accept it or whatever, and if it's pass or no pass, and if it's a grade point, because you have that option like within the first week of actual classes. So it was like my third week, because we had like field trip 2 weeks and study groups. If it should be a grade point average or a pass no pass, and they don't change it. You either get one or the other. So do that accordingly, what you think would be best for your school. I just did pass or no pass, and I passed. So, and that's all my school needed. So make sure you get that ahead of time. Use, once it's getting accepted, making sure everything is going to work out, use Student Universe to buy your ticket. For the love of God, if you've not already bought your ticket, please use Student Universe, because they're a lot cheaper. I remember one time, and I kept waiting because like I was hoping it would get lower. My plane ticket was half the price at one point. It was like $700, $700 at one point. That would take me all the way there and back, and I had to pay twice as much because I'm dumb. But yes, please, and as soon as you know you're going, if you find that lowest price that will work for you and get you there by the time you need, take it immediately. And if you need to cancel it, take the cancel thing just in case. I think it's like an extra $100 or something in case you need cancellation fees or something. I don't know. Do it. Okay. If you have medications, fill out the form. It starts with a Y or something. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. so that you can take them for as long as you need them there. You can scan that to them. There's a great information thing about it on the KCB Student Life thing, or whatever. So please do that. Make sure you get that taken care of accordingly. Oh, if you have trouble paying the cost all at once, they will work with you on that. My financial aid didn't get in until after the deadline to pay, but it wasn't too long after. It was like within a month after. And so they allowed that. They were fine with that. And so like I paid like half of it and then half of it later. So just talk with your KCP advisor, whoever emails you at Akito Hota. Sorry. But yeah, so just talk with them through, like, this might be how it is this okay? And I'm sure they will work with you accordingly and be very understanding. Okay, that's about all of that kind of category. Now, packing, get a good luggage set. They threw mine around. 2 handles of it came off getting there. Just getting it there. So that was crazy. And like it'll be wore, and I had to throw that away as soon as I got home. So make sure it's durable, and whatever they do to the things back there, we're not doing 360, so I don't know how that happened. Just make sure it's durable. I would recommend weighing them according to your airline, how much weight you can have on a scale, like a waist scale, so that way you know if it's over scale or not. Mine actually, when I weighed it here, it was like less there, but don't go overboard. But just in case your actual waist scale's right, I don't know, it's on 0, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I would recommend weighing them. Making sure you can easily move these around with you, because coming back, they don't take you to the airport. You get yourself to the airport. So if you gotta go through, like, flipping, I don't know, hours worth of metro stations, make sure you can carry those, okay? And that you're okay with it, no matter how many you take. I only took a luggage to go on the airplane, carry-on, duffel bag, a big purse, and a small purse, because that was allowed for Air Canada. You could also have like two carry-ons, I think, and 2 luggages, but I only needed half that. But if yours allows you extra luggage, you might want to take an extra one, like, in the other luggage, in case you have like souvenirs you want to bring back, or you can distribute the weight between them. I don't know, whatever works best for you, just do it. So yeah, check all of that. Each airline's different. I did Air Canada. So yeah, just check with that. I brought literally everything I thought I would need, with exceptions of like 2 things I didn't even think about, and I'll get to that. But to necessity to save money, because I was very, very, very limited on my spending. So I literally packed everything that I thought I would need in the 2 months course that I was there. Of course, if you're there longer, you might not be feasible for you to take as much as you need, but at least a good starting point. And so like what I took was my Air Canada, I think it's like either 2 or 4 inches scissors blade, and I took small scissors with me. I use scissors a lot for a lot of things, and I use them to cut open like my packets to cook with stuff, so it came in handy. So I took short scissors, took tweezers, I took a travel set thing from Walmart. It's like women's travel on the go or something, with it, and it had like shampoo, and I think it had a bar soap, maybe not, I think it was lotion, toothbrush and a toothpaste, had a comb with it, I think. I didn't take the comb. I used my own comb, so I took my own comb. I think there was a little plastic bag in there, but it was inside of the acceptable plastic bag that United States makes us carry on airlines for our liquids. So try to get like all your liquids in that. You can take like your toothbrush out of that and stuff. So make sure all your liquids stick in that, and then you'll be fine. You should be fine. And make sure it's not splitting the seams, because then you're going to be like, really? I took nail clippers, a nail file, some razors. I took a pack of travel size pack of razors which comes with like 4 or 6 from Walmart. Shaving cream. I took a travel size of that and put it in the travel bag. I got stopped with that once in Canada because they thought it was over, but it wasn't. It was good. So it's good. It was like a pink one, and it's in those baskets with all the other travel size things like toothpaste and stuff. So yeah. My family does this thing that we take like the soap bars and the shampoo bottles from hotels, like those little ones, and I took like a crap ton of those, like a good 5 of each, maybe 6 or 7 of each. And I used it. I didn't have to buy shampoo once. I didn't have to buy I did the same thing with toothpaste. I didn't have to buy soap because I had enough to last me the whole time. Of course, if you're staying longer, you might need to buy some there, but it's a good starting point. Just put as much crap as you can into that little plastic thing. Because not all airlines will let you put like a normal size in your luggage. Mine wouldn't. I don't think Air Canada does. I took a brush, my normal brush, my comb, my normal comb. I took some Tylenol, like an unopened thing of Tylenol, and this PM medicine that helps me sleep sometimes if I can't sleep. Although I had no trouble with that because I was just so worn out. With me without making a medication fill out form, and I never got stopped for that. I don't know if that's right, but I took both of them and put them in my, I took like a thing that carried like all my toiletries in it, and I put that in there, and then when that would go through the scanning, no one ever said anything, so I know they at least seen it. It was in there. So I didn't get stopped for that. I took little Ziploc plastic bags and trash bags. The trash bags came in handy to take my clothes back and forth to the washer and dryer, but I never used plastic bags, but you never know. Might be come in handy. You could carry your change in that. I used the bags they gave us at the airport in Narita, but that would probably been a good thing too. I could have used those because they were paper and they came apart. Bags. Plastic silverware. I took a case, I think it was Craftsman, and it came with like 8 spoons, 4 different sizes, teaspoon, tablespoon, 4 forks, and 4 knives. And I never had to buy silverware while I was there, and that's what I used. I cooked with them. They didn't melt or anything. So yeah. I took batteries. AA batteries is the ones I needed, and I took like a pack of 8 of those. Or 2 packs of 4. I think it might have been 2 packs of 4. And I used that for my camcorder and other things. My mouse for my laptop. Book bag. If it's not waterproof book bag, I took my mom packed me a poncho, and I never used it, but it pours the rain during the summer, if you're going during the summer. It's their rain season. It's called something. And I used that to wrap my books in, because they were getting a bit wet, and I was like, this is going to get soaked. I know it. Even with my umbrella. So I actually wrapped those in that so they would stay dry. So yeah, that's just an observation I had to deal with. I took an umbrella, but they sell umbrellas everywhere there during the summer. So if you want to spend the money for an umbrella, they've got them. But I took like a small compact umbrella that I use going to school because where I live, it rains a lot too. So take paper in your book bag so you don't have to buy paper, and pencils and pens and whatever you need to what you normally use in school. You write a lot if you take notes. I mean, I had to take notes for everything. And then, like, I would have it in Japanese and then English and, like, Romanji. So I would know, like, how to pronounce it. So I just took a lot of notes. I took Band-Aids, especially if you walk a lot and you wear flip-flops, because I'm stubborn and I didn't want to wear tennis shoes. Even though I took tennis shoes. And I got, like, sores on my feet, so the Band-Aids came in handy for that. But you never know if you might get a paper cut or something. You need Band-Aids. Different sizes. I took a few different sizes. Whatever you need. I took my camera, your camcorder, whatever you need. Your phone, obviously. I took actual towels, like shower towels, and a beach towel, because I went to the beach. If you go to the beach, take a bathing suit. And I took washcloths with me, so I didn't have to buy them. This one's a silly subject, but important. if you are a menstruating person, please take pads or tampons if needed. You can buy them there, but I don't know, if you have a certain brand you like, take them. Uh, Alright, that's out of the way. Awkwardness. I took a roll of toilet paper and then I stole some at that hotel. I didn't steal it. It's in my hotel room and I took it with me. From that hotel room I stayed at in Canada. Because not every place you go to has toilet paper. Most of them do because Westerners are coming more often. But, you know, just in case you need toilet paper. They supplied us with toilet paper, our dorm. I don't know if that's like at every dorm. But, you know, just in case. Just in case. Take you some toilet paper. Or you can buy some there, I think. Do they sell toilet paper? They might not. I don't know. Check on that. I took slippers so I could wear around the dorm. Because you know how, like, the Japanese people, they like wearing slippers inside, and I didn't feel comfortable not wearing shoes because my feet get cold. So I took slippers. They smell like gingerbreads. They have gingerbreads on them. I've had them for a while. I took a traveler flashlight in case I ever needed it, and I used that at night because my when my charger for my phone started dying, and I'd have to like wander around in the dark trying to fix it. But anyways, so yeah. Maybe a flashlight. I took ear swabs. I use cotton swabs a lot, and I took like a travel pack of those. It comes with like 50. I took that. I took a little mirror, a travel mirror. Didn't really use it, but just in case. I took my flat iron. This I came with a problem with. My normal flat iron I use at home, its watt conversions or whatever, does not work in Japan. So I never needed a conversion for the outlets. My dorm had 2 prongs. I'm assuming the other ones did too. I never heard anyone say anything, but just in case, you might want to get one. I know Kali got like 2 or 3, but she never used them. So you can, you know, email probably KCP and ask, does this dorm have normal plugins? But the only thing I had trouble with was like conversion watts, because I think America uses like 210 and I use 110, or maybe it's the opposite of watts. This is on my laptop. I can read it on my laptop. Beep, 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 beep. I don't know. Anyways, so I hope you know what I'm talking about. Theirs is different than America, and the only thing I had trouble with is my flat iron and my actual DS, my Nintendo DS. So I got like a plug-in for my Nintendo DS that goes in my laptop and charges it that way. Just in case. I didn't want to risk them frying, so yeah. Check with that. Chargers for all your things. I took pajamas, like 2 or 3 different pairs. 3, maybe 2. I took socks, because I had my my tennis shoes. I took my flip-flops, because I'm stubborn and I like flip-flops, even in the cold. I took a pair of gloves. Don't need them in summer, but if you're going during a cold time, you might need gloves. Take gloves in case you need them. I took a magic erase board, the whiteboard, to practice my hiragana and katakana on. That might be interesting for you to use. It helped me a lot, I do have to say. But literally, between now and when you leave, become conscious of what you regularly do on a daily basis. And, make a mental note. Do I need to take this with me? Will I need to use this there? Can I take this there? Do they sell this there, and can I buy it there? Just become aware of what you normally do and take it if you need it. What I bought there, what I could have brought to save even more money, is like a portable sweeper and dustpan, a little one, because I think it's nice to clean up your dorm area so you just don't leave a mess. And I had a lot of eraser shavings, so I would clean up my dorm like once a week or so. And I bought a bowl, and like it came with 2 plates. I could have brought those, a travel bowl and plate. For the love of God, if there's one thing you take from this, and especially if you're living in the dorm I was in, you might want to invest in taking a pillow or having money set aside to buy a pillow. The number one key advice I can give you. The pillow they gave us, I don't know what that was filled with, but it literally felt like rocks. It might have been, who knows? But it was awful, and so I used my airplane pillow, and so I didn't have to buy one. But that thing got flat by like the last 2 weeks, and that was a challenge. And even that last day, I used Rural Rascal back there as my pillow that one of my classmates gave me. So yeah, you might want to take a pillow. You need to set aside maybe money for a pillow. I'm assuming if you're homestay, they'll probably give you an adequate pillow. And extra sheets maybe if, I don't know, if you're weird, if you don't like, not weird, sorry, if you don't like the idea of sleeping, you know, on someone's other's bed sheets, or if yours don't even supply bed sheets, I don't know. Ours did, or if you know you need another pair when you wash those, it's just up to you. I already talked about that. Look up guides how to save space in your luggage packing. I had this one online that I found, and it did fine. It was like rolling up your clothes in like sausages forms. So anything that like you can save space with. The advice I have for that is I would wear, like, if you're taking jeans, and I would, just in case. I like wearing jeans, even if it's hot. I'm stubborn and weird. So I wore like a pair of jeans on me, since that would take up more room than shorts or knee pants, which you should take if you're going during the summer, because it's 95 degrees or more. So yeah, I would wear a pair of jeans to save space, and wear your jacket, and you can always just take that off as soon as you get on there. I mean, it might be cold. You might be a cold person. On the plane. So there was one other. What was it? I don't know. I'll get there. How to fold and make you remember. Oh, and make sure you remember how you packaged your luggage going, so when you're coming, you can remember how to fit it all in there. Again. And then, and make an account if you're not going to use a separate luggage where you're going to store your souvenirs. You got to make sure you have room for that. I didn't really buy a lot of souvenirs because I didn't have the money, so I didn't run into that problem, but just in case. Practice, I already said that. Gosh darn it. Different, you might need to, I didn't have a problem, having jet lag, but you might. I don't know if you've ever flown. I've never flown before, so I didn't know. I can't sleep when there's any noise. It doesn't matter how many sleeping medicine I have taken, I can't. And airplanes are noisy, let's be honest. And people are loud, and babies are crying, and people are going back and forth to the bathroom, especially if you have a seat next to the bathroom, so that's great. I didn't get any sleep. You might need to take some sleep medication to get you some sleep, but I actually think it helped me not to get any sleep at all, because then I immediately fell asleep that first night we were there, and I got onto that schedule, the sleeping schedule over there, since I'm a 13-hour difference. So I didn't have jet lag going or coming, and I think that's because I didn't sleep on the plane. I don't know if there's any scientific evidence to back that up, but that is my opinion. It's your personal preference. I didn't take any jewelry. I would advise not taking any jewelry. I don't know. You don't need to be flashy. It's Japan. You can be great the way you are. I usually wear my class ring from high school and this heart necklace that my mom got me a few years ago for Christmas. I didn't take it because I just didn't feel comfortable with it. I was also afraid I'd probably lose it, knowing me. So I didn't take jewelry. I took this, you've probably seen it in my videos. It was, I wear it on this hand. I haven't gone out today, so I haven't properly put on that. But anyways, this bracelet that my brother made me, but it's made out of like, it's not jewelry, it's not gold. So yeah, make sure you have a little bag or purse or wallet or whatever to carry your passport in, and your other personal things, money, like you would here, but you know, make room for your passport, because you need that wherever you go. Wherever you go, please take your passport and keep up with it in case, because if they stop you and you don't have that, like police or something, you're in trouble. Going to the grocery store, make sure you have something to carry your groceries back in. I just happened to have the right thing because I took a bag to carry my laptop on the airplane, and that's what I used to carry my groceries. Didn't even take into consideration. But you know, it came in handy. So, you know, in case you need something like that, because they don't give out bags. They give these crappy bags, no offense. Or you can buy bags, plastic bags, each time you go for like $3 or something, 300 yen. So, you know, save money there by taking your own bag to carry your groceries in. Check with your phone plan provider for plans, for, you know, calling or whatever, data plans. Data plans came in handy for me because I got lost a lot, and so I would use Google Maps to get myself back. Or just Maps, not Google Maps. Maps on iPhone. Safari Maps? I don't know. And my parents wanted me to call them, so, and I mostly, though, did use FaceTime, so if you have an iPhone and someone on your family has an iPhone, my little brother does, that works out amazingly. You can use Wi-Fi for that. Not every place has Wi-Fi, and not all Wi-Fi's work right, so you might want to invest in a webcam, maybe? I don't know. Think it through. Tell your credit card, debit card holder, bank that you're leaving, so they don't shut your credit card off. Just tell them. They'll be like, alright. They'll probably ask you what days you'll be gone, what countries you'll be traveling through, so in case you use it in Canada, or wherever you need to travel through to get there, just tell them. And your cell phone provider, tell them which countries you're going to. It is doable to budget your money through this whole trip effectively. I only used $740-ish the whole time. 2 months. That's pretty good, I feel like. I only had $1,000 to spend, so coming back I only had about $200. And I needed that to last me until I got my refund check from financial aid this semester. So yeah. Make a plan. Just be like, okay, I will only use this much each week. And maybe, like, you know, you'll have a lot left near the end, and you can spend more on, like, souvenirs or something before coming back, or doing extra things you want to do while there. So yeah, just be sensible, be smart. I used, going to Canada, this is just a side note if you're going through Canada, I used American money, in Canada. I don't know, you know, she could have gave me, like, the wrong amount back, and I wouldn't know the difference. But I used it to eat at Sbarro. I can't remember if it was Calgary or Toronto. I think it might have been Calgary. Not entirely sure. I think it was Calgary. Yeah, it was Calgary. So that at least airport used American money, and that was the only American money on me. I had $20, and I got Sbarro pizza. Or was it $10? I don't know. I think it was maybe a $10 bill. No, it's 20 because I got money back. So it's 20. So yeah, that's just, you know, you don't have to get Canadian money to use the Canadian airports, hopefully, for everyone, but that was for me. You should probably get to the airport early. I know they usually say 3 hours. I don't think you need to get there 3 hours early, but I would advise there to get early just in case your experience is different. Each time I went to the airport, and I catch an airport 5 different times. Airplane 5 different times? 3 different times. 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't know. How many times I got it, there was hardly any lines, and I got through it relatively, probably within 30 minutes. So, you know, but I would advise getting there early. It's safer than being sorry and missing your plane. Don't want to miss that. Oh, that was the other thing. Wear tennis shoes on the airplane. So you don't have to, if you're taking tennis shoes, but you should, because you go on field trips and you might be walking a lot, and wear your tennis shoes on the airplane, so your flip-flops or something, and so that'll save space in your luggage. Choosing your window or your non-window seat on the airplane. This is your own preference. I liked the windows. I don't like looking out them for very long, because then I'm like, oh my god, we're 35,000 feet in the air. But I did like it. I enjoyed looking out them every now and then, because that's fun and so amazing. And I didn't like that someone will take a window seat just to close the window seat. If you're a person that does that, Why? That's so rude. Like, the other people might want to look out, like I did. So, at one point, I didn't get the window seat when I missed my flight because they were delayed. Anyways, so, you know, think about what you want if you've never flown before. I don't know. Try both. If you're doing a connection. I don't know. I'm not really swayed either way. I would rather have a window seat. I liked being able to lean against the wall too to sleep, or didn't really sleep, rest my eyes. So, you know, you can't really lean on anything in the middle. So, just things to consider. Um, Try to eat on the plane. There's a reason why they give you food on the plane, not just because you're on there for maybe 12 hours, but because of the altitude, you get like hungry. And please drink efficiently on the plane. Like, you know, I drunk apple juice like every time that person came by. It does help you not get dehydrated. But if you're feeling sick, please don't eat. You will get nauseous. I got nauseous at one point and I wanted to puke. So that was great. I took snacks. I guess all airplanes will let you take food as long as it's not like a liquid food. So I would advise taking snacks in your carry-on, and you can eat those. And some American snacks you can have like while in Japan. And those will keep you older for the nostalgia of America. I don't know if nostalgia is the right word, but I didn't exchange any money until I got to Narita Airport. I know they say airports have high exchange rates, but I don't think Narita did at that point, and it did pretty fine. I exchanged my Canadian money, and maybe I had a lot more money than I thought, US money than I thought. I exchanged enough, and I got an equal amount, mostly equal amount. I think it's just the exchange rate, like your currency exchange, not exchanging it rate. I know that doesn't make any sense. I would advise to exchange it at the Narita Airport. And I had to tell my study abroad advisor as soon as I got there and when I came back. So if you have to do that, don't forget to do that. Alright, so arriving in Japan. Alright, onto this section. They will take you KCP, I think they do it for every group, just maybe different times, to a place in Shinjuku. That's like a 10-15 minute walk from school, and it's like 8 stories, and it has a lot of goods that you like, home goods you might need on a basic need like every day. And if there's something you can't pack but you're like, okay, I need this, write it down and get it there because it is really cheap. That's where I got my bowl and my plate and stuff, and it was like $1 for them. So it's like a big huge dollar store, but it's not like a 100 yen. Is it 100 yen? I don't think it's a 100 yen store because it was huge. It's like a Sears, but cheap. Kmart. So yeah, if you need something and you can't pack it, get it there, write it down. Make sure you know where that is in case you need to go back. Oh, I also got laundry detergent there. If you need laundry detergent, get it there. They have like these little packets and they're already measured, and you just open it up and you put it in your washing machine and you're good to go. And they were like $1 for 5 or 4. I think it's 5. So yeah, get that. It was great though. And write it down, you know, when you're I don't know, put what is the thing, the pointer, I don't know, place marker in your maps. I don't know, favorite it. I don't know, but you remember where that is. Oh, you might need paper towels and clothes hangers. You might need clothes hangers. Get them there too. I needed clothes hangers. I should have bought them. I should have brought them. We had 2 supplied to us. I don't know if they gave it to us or they were just left over from the people before. I really needed clothes hangers. I just had my stuff hanging around drying after the washing machine because the dryers didn't dry them worth of crap. Drying around my room, I laid over everything. My book bag on the door. So yeah, might need clothes hangers while you're there. Alright, I used some apps while I was there. I wanted to talk about this. This was like the most important part of it I wanted to talk about. I used like a lot of apps, Japanese apps, to help me learn the katakana and hiragana, because even though I've taken like 2 classes, they were both one in senior year of high school and one in freshman year of college. I had forgotten them a lot. So I used some to refresh my memory. Some of them provided like helpful phrases that you might need. Imiwa is one. Travel Japan Travel Guide by Tripboso is a good one. That one had also like it would detect where you were and like had nearby things for you to do. That was fun. Japanese one, JLPT N5. That's like this little. It's like it's actually like phrases and stuff you might need, for that N1 test or whatever, Japanese test. You know that some people do to get certified and stuff. It actually has phrases and stuff. And like these apps, some have combinations of like saying the words to you, you matching like KA to the letter Ka. So yeah, there's a mix of them. Start Hiragana Katakana free. Learn Japanese Hiragana Katakana app. Japanese training elementary basic level. Japanese with 2 exclamation points. That had a fun matching game on it. And Human Japanese Lite, Lite. Those were all great apps that I used. And Google Translate, obviously. That was probably the most handy one. Because that one you can like take a picture of it and it translates it. Or you can draw on it and it translates it. So, get Google Translate. You'll get a student email through KCP while there, and they send you like recordings that go along with the book. Those were helpful. And announcements. Please check it. Please check the email, because sometimes there'll be like extra field trips or something. Like not field trips really, but like a few of us are going here. If you want to come, buy a ticket and you can come with us, kind of things. Also, when you're coming back, they tell you how to get to back to the airport on there. So please check that now and then. Go on the field trips. I think they're class credit. They might not be. If they're not, please still go on them. They were worth it. You're paying for it anyways. Even if you have to get up at like 6 a.m. to get there by 7 a.m. or if you live farther away, like 5 a.m., please go. You might have set aside money maybe for like travel expenses, because sometimes the travel, like, you know, like the metro, but like getting there like on a bus, that's already paid for, but like metro, you might need extra money. Please go on them. They're once in a lifetime and they're a great experience. Go to class every day. Don't be a butthole. Plan to study. Go to English support if needed. That's fine. I assure you people will be there. There was always at least 10 people in there every morning I went. Go to the graduation ceremony. Walk your butt across that and get that ceremony little thing. I'll show you mine in a second. My little, I'll try to remember that. But please go to the ceremony and get your little certificate. People, you walk across, you say like one word in Japanese. People clap for you and it's like, woo! Please go. And plan to walk a lot. If you're not used to walking, you got a surprise coming. So yes, please get used to that and have good shoes for that. There's a post office right in front of the school. It's literally like 2 buildings down. It's in front of that park thing area. And a post office. If you need money, you can use that there. Put your card in and get it. I would advise getting out as much as you think you need at like one time, like the next few weeks, and then get it out at once so you save money on the transaction fees. And then, you know, carrying around some of that with you as much as you think you need that day or that week. And leaving the rest at home. So that way you save money on the like how many transaction fees and exchange rates and whatever. If you can just ask someone down in the lobby of KCP where it's at, they'll take you to it. It's literally like 2 or 3 buildings down. I wouldn't advise getting too much though, because then like when you're coming back and you exchange it back, you'll get less back. So, you know, I don't know. It's up to you how much you spend. I should have like just got out 800 at once instead of like 150 once and then like 500 once. 500 the next time. So I should have just got like 700, 800 out, 800. Just and like use the rest of it while I was there. But anyways, to get too much food. Check out different stores while you're there. Some things are like cheaper at some other places. I would literally walk to like 3 different stores to get my groceries to get the cheapest one because I didn't have a lot of money. If you need rain boots and a poncho, Kali always wanted rain boots because it was raining so much, but she never got them. So if you like rain boots, take your rain boots, buy some rain boots. One thing I didn't get to do that you all should do for Spirit for me is use a squat toilet and tell me about your experience. There's apparently a Salvation Army near my dorm. I didn't know that. I don't use Salvation Army, but I bet they would have had Sailor Moon stuff. I use Goodwill. But once you're back, alright, back home, immediately email your KCB advisor before you left and tell them, alright, I need my transcripts. I don't know if they check. I don't know if they actually do it. I had to email them to tell them. And I waited like 2 weeks and I'm like, it's still not here. So I emailed them and they hadn't even sent it yet because they didn't remember. So please email them as soon as you get back. You flipping land in whatever airport, you send them an email on your phone. You will also be asked to fill out a feedback form, like how was your experience, and rate us and give us a description of your experience. Please do this because you get a free t-shirt. I don't know if you can really see it, but it says KCP International Language School. It has the website down there in some Japanese. I think it's just KCP. And it has like buildings, Mount Fuji, the symbol, that thing, Meiji Temple, a metro, like a samurai sword going on. I don't even know. There's like so many symbols on it, and it's like the best thing ever. So please do that. It's a free t-shirt. They ask you small, medium, or large or something. I think this is a large. Yeah. So, that's about all I have on that. So, update of my life and where this channel will be going. I would love to go to graduate school. I'm going to apply for the school I'm at now for their graduate program. I am a psychology major and a social work minor. Japan is probably never going to be in my future again. I would love to go back, but I just don't have the money. As I went, I did everything I wanted to do. I really don't have a reason to go back besides the fact that I loved it and I miss it every single day. I literally cry if I watch my videos or if I think about it too much. It was honestly the best experience of my life, and I miss my friends I made, and I would do anything to have them back. But yeah, my next plan is, if I get into graduate school, I want to do an internship in England over a summer, not next summer, the summer after, for 6 weeks. And other than that, other places I want to travel around the world is France and Italy and Greece and Egypt. And those are the only countries outside of America. In America itself, I want to go to Hawaii, Alaska to see the Northern Lights. But anywhere with the Northern Lights I want to go. It doesn't have to be specifically Alaska. New York, Washington, D.C. I think there was one more. Oh, San Francisco, Hollywood, San Francisco, Los Angeles, that area. Those are the places I want to go in life. If I go there and I travel there, I will put them on this channel to document my experience, because this was the smartest idea I've ever made. And applying for KCB and the school I'm at now. Was to make this so I could document everything I did and take pictures of everything. I wish I had taken pictures of the 7-Eleven I used and the grocery store I used and stuff like that. Because I literally I feel like part of me is missing since getting back. I will keep this channel up. So if I ever get any comments or questions or anything, I will check this relatively normally and I will answer them. And my last piece of advice is, this is your trip. You paid for it. You're getting the credits for it. And do what you want to do on the trip. Do what you feel like you think you should be doing. And don't just do things because your group at the dorm is going here, and if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. If you don't have the money to do it, you don't have to say that, but you can be like, no, not today. Do have fun your way, and spend time with your dorm mates, because those people were the best people that I had ever met in my life. And see, I'm getting upset. Okay. And make bonds with them. I tried to find all of them online as much as I could, so I could, like, literally, if they just went to KCB at the same time as me, I just want to connect with them, because I miss it so much. Have fun, and you don't have to go out every day if you don't want to. You can just walk around your dorm place.